Howdy everybody, this is Rabid Goalie here for another episode of SevTech Ages, and I'm going to start this episode out with a little bit of building. I know, I'm terrible at it. So I will cut this up a little bit, but what I want to do is I want to make this section here the area that we're going to use for the ME system, because I always like to do something. I try to make it look interesting. I'm not going to say that it looks good, but I try to make it look good. Because the mod developer took some time to try to make his mod look cool, and I want to show that off. So I've got an idea for what I'm going to do up here. I think I'm going to use all of this area, all the glassed-in area, for that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I got to change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a glass floor all the way across. Of course, that's what the wands are for. I'm going to use this one up first. But I've got an idea to make this look kind of cool-ish, I think, hopefully. So I'm going to give that a shot. And then after that, oh, what is this doo-doo? Oh, you get out of here, karate zombie. No one likes you. Oh, I thought he was going to keep walking. Get out of here. Alright, see, now I got to light this all up. I thought I had it all right. Anyway, yeah, I've got an idea for what I want to do. I'm going to use some steel scaffolding to make it look like this up here is being supported. I got an idea for it. I don't know what it's going to look like. Hopefully it'll look cool. But this is not what the majority of the episode is going to be about. The majority, well, not the majority of the episode, but what I want to do today is I want to get this part here built, and then I want to move the ME system over here and build the bridges between here and our base back at the base. And then to round things out, I'd like to go check out the next level of AbyssalCraft. Hopefully it's not real hard to do, but that's what I would like to do. So what I'm going to do to start things off, I've made a bunch of these rods, and I made a bunch of steel ingots. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. Why is this not going down? Oh, because it already took it out. Oh, alright. I'm alright with that. Yeah, give me these. I'm going to need a bunch of these. A whole bunch of these. Okay, now it's doing its lagging thing. Yep. This is why I want to get rid of this. Yep, it's not doing anything. That's weird. Yes, thank you. Alright, well, that's interesting. So, what I want to do is I want to ring this around with these steel scaffolds. All around here. And then fill the rest of this in with glass. So, I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, I've got this all ringed in now. This is what I wanted to do on the outside. And I'm going to have some steel scaffolding arches going up to the top here. That's like my plan anyway. To make it look like this is being supported by these steel scaffolds. And I'm going to fill this area in all along here with glass. I like to do that because I can see underneath there and mobs can't spawn on it. Okay, yeah, something like this. And I know I'm using vanilla glass. I should have used chiseled glass. It would look obviously way better than this. I can go through and chisel it. I mean, it'll be a pain in the butt, but I could do it. I would like to do that on this, because I like to see out into the ocean, because I think it looks cool. So, okay, we've got that done. And my plan is, like I said, to have these girders arching up to support this dirt up here. Oops, sorry. I just thumped the microphone. But I also want to use that, like, right in the center here. I want the ME controller modules to, the blocks, to kind of, like, look like they're hanging down from that. I don't know exactly how I want to shape it, but then we're going to have all of the lines running off of it. You know, all of the cables running off of that controller. Hopefully it'll look pretty cool. Like, that's my plan anyway, is it'll look pretty neat. Oh, I do. Wow, I almost ran completely out of glass. I do need to put in, where is the, it's over here. I do need to put this in. Oh, is that enough room? No, I got to do it right here. Yeah, right here. I do believe leave. I'm just going to put a hole in there now. I don't care. It's fine. So, okay. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. So now I'm going to use the builder to do these arches. Because I don't want to do this by hand. Why would I want to do that? That's crazy talk. Yeah, see, this is what I was envisioning. Something like this. I mean, I didn't have an exact idea. Like, I didn't draw it out or anything to see exactly what I wanted it to look like. But this is, in my opinion, looking pretty cool. And it isn't lost on me that there was a time in this mod pack when just having enough steel to make a few of these would have been a big deal, and now we're just throwing them around like they're free. But they kind of are, because I have the essence to make steel. So the idea is to have the ME controller suspended from this. I don't know if I'm going to do like a sphere. That could look pretty cool. That could look really cool. Oh man, I don't know if I want to do one that big. And I don't know if having too many ME controller blocks in like the multi-block for the controller, if it can cause lag. So I don't want to make it too big. But yeah, I might do like a small sphere up there. You know, something hanging off the ceiling right in the center. And then we'll have all of our cables running down these. You know, down these girders that are holding this up. And that's my plan so far. I can put, you know, I can put like the CPUs if I really needed the space, which I don't think I'm going to. I could put them in this space right here between this and this, or just hang them down off of the girders, or just stack them somewhere. I'm sure I can come up with something to look kind of cool. Unfortunately, we can't do things on angles like, you know, like I did this with the CPUs and the banks of drives. So I got to figure something out for that. But all right, this is a good start. So now I want to go back and start setting up the stuff to move this ME system over here. All right, so what I want to do is I want to move these controllers, and I don't know about that, this stuff, these things over, and of course this, over to the volcano. But I need access to these, and these have to stay, unfortunately. Like I said in the previous video, keeping the simple storage and the ME system is a little bit of a challenge, because we need access to these chests, these crates, and we need access from two sides. So we're kind of stuck looking at this. So it's a kind of unfortunate. It spoils the look, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So what I think I want to do, like I've said before, I always like to kind of show off the mods if they have something cool. Like when you're crafting something in one of these, you can see the item in there. And I think that looks really cool, and the mod developer went through the trouble of having these lights changing in it. So these just look cool, and I like to show them off a little bit. And I do that as well with these bridges. So what I want to do here, and this will work, I've tried it, is I want to build the bridge right in the floor right here. I don't know why right here, but I guess I could do it here. I guess this would be better, wouldn't it? But we got this right in the way. And I don't know if the spacing is right. Oh, and I don't know what else we have running underneath here. Okay, you know what? Not over here. I had planned on doing it over here, and I'm going to do it over here. So you build a 3x3 out of these things. You surround this quantum link chamber with 8 ME quantum rings, and it will form up if you do it correctly. So I'm going to remove this flooring, and then I will put this in. Okay, now that I've got this cleared out and kind of, you know, decorated a little bit, I mean, trying to stick with this theme, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. Now, you'll notice that I have openings here and here, and that's because I'm going to be running lines down underneath here into this. And the reason that they're right here and not on the corners is because when you're doing this, and you'll see in a minute when this forms up, you have to connect your connections on these spots here, these bigger blocks. You'll notice these corners are smaller, and that's because you cannot connect to them. Also, you have to have power going into, I think, one of these. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to run some lines in here and here. And it is really a good idea to provide power to this, maybe separate from everything else, because both sides of this bridge have to be powered. Now we're going to have to build another one of these over at the volcano. But what we're going to need before doing that is we're going to need the singularities. And I realized that I forgot to show you how many singularities I got. And this was running after the last episode, so I didn't get 38. I think it was more like 27 or something like that. So you still ended up with a lot of singularities. And this is more than we'll ever need. And I'm going to use this tiny TNT, but I'm not going to make this over here because this tiny TNT does blow up blocks. You can disable that in the config file, but they decided not to. Oh, you know what? I'm going to sleep. Yeah, so you do have to do this somewhere that's relatively blast resistant. And I've already set up a little spot over here. So let's do this. Let's let gravity help us drop. And, oh, what you need, it's ender dust. You have to use ender dust. Do I have any ender dust? Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. Okay, so what you got to do is you throw, oh, I changed my key. Oh, no. Stop it. So what you got to do is you got to blow this up. Anyway, so I'm going to set that. Why did that do that? Okay, so you got to set this here. Drop one of these, and then you got to trigger it. You can't use a flint and steel on this, though. You got to use that. And that gives you your pairing. And this is what you need for your bridge. Use one of these on each side. On the wiki, they suggest you rename these in an anvil so that your pairings are a little more obvious. I guess I'll do that. I guess it doesn't matter, but I guess I can do it. So what should I call this? Base volcano? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I guess that'll work. Now these are paired and they'll always stack, but you can only get stacks of 2 because these are paired. Like if I did this again, they wouldn't stack because they have a unique number that you don't see. It's an NBT tag that you don't see, but it's there, trust me. That can cause serious headaches in other packs where you have to use these as a crafting ingredient. It can be a pain in the butt. So what you do is you place this in here. I'm not going to do it yet, but you place it in there, and you do the same thing at your other destination. And then when you provide power to both sides, it should be able to make a connection. So what I'm going to do is I am going to connect all of these to this. All right, so I have got all of the wiring done, connecting all of these storage buses to this bridge. Of course, I didn't put in the this yet, the singularity. I need to do that, but I've got it all connected. But unfortunately now, of course, these are not connected to our little temporary storage system. It's not a big deal because we're about to change that. But oh, I do regret doing that. Oops. Oh well. So we put that in there. And we do need to put a power source down. Give me this. I want to do this just because I'm getting some lag. I don't know why. I had this pack running yesterday and it ran fine. Today I'm getting, see? I'm getting lag. I don't know why. It's very weird. It's just like out of nowhere. I don't know. Maybe Windows is updating. It would figure. Stupid Windows. Stupid butthole Windows. Alright. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah. I'm going to do it right here. It doesn't really matter. It just needs to be connected to the system somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an energy acceptor here. That should connect. Put this here. Mark that to out. Put that in there. And that way this system should always get power. So this quantum ring or quantum bridge should be getting power now. Up. Should just fly up. So this is not connected yet. When it's connected, it should be pulsing. Alright, so what we need to do now is disassemble all of this mess, and oh, I've got to run this down. I need to run this down. Yeah, oh, I got to connect that. Oh, I'm going to have to change this then, because I was, yeah. Well, no. Oh, yeah, I will. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to change this a little bit. I forgot all about this, which is the whole reason to have all of this. So, all right, I've got to take all of this down and then get prepared to move all of this over to the volcano. Okay, so I have this mess all cleaned up, as you can see. I've got this all run down here. Now, this looks really hideous, I know. But we can cover this up with conduit facade, just like we can cover this up with conduit facade. I don't know if we can make conduit facade out of this blues crisp, but even if we can't, we can cover it up with something. It'll look decent at least. You may notice, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous clip, I've substituted out the smart cable for this Fluix cable. You can totally do that. You don't have to use smart cable everywhere, which I usually do because I set up all the patterns and everything, and I don't have to worry about it. It's usually like free once you get your farms all set up. And I put one smart cable in here, but you can use it like this. Like you can use your Fluix cable and your cheaper cable in other areas and just use a little bit of smart cable to give you a little bit of feedback. I did the same thing. Am I on the correct side? Yeah. I did the same thing down here. Like if you look at this, this is all just the dense covered cable. Not smart cable, just the dense covered cable. But if you come down here, I've got just one little section of smart cable. And that can really help you out a lot, even if you don't have the resources to do this whole thing in smart cable. And yeah, you don't really have to. So it really is wasteful to do it. But I like to do it, so I don't care. Anyway, excuse me, I've got this all set up, and of course we don't have anything upstairs anymore. I've got all of that in here, in these, and we are going to go back over. Yeah, see, it's gone. We're going to go back over to the volcano and set the rest of this up over there. Okay. Due to the rules that exist, and maybe they've been changed, I thought I've built these multi-blocks different from this, but you can't have blocks coming off of it in more than one direction. What I mean by that, let me do this. Grab that. Now, I would have liked to have had one right there, and I thought in previous versions of this you were able to do this, but as you can see, this doesn't work. You can't do that. And all of these need to be connected for these to be counted in the multi-block. So I need to take that out and do that. And that works. So you can only have, according to the wiki, it can only have blocks coming off of it in one axis. So you can't put it right in the middle like that. So, alright, this isn't exactly what I was going for. Oh, you know what might look cooler than this? Let me do... Oh, that's a wolf. I'm like, what is that thing? Let me grab these. Oh, where's my last one? There it is. These things are expensive. I don't want to lose these. So let me do that. Would that look better? I don't know. Maybe that'll look better. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might make a few more of these off camera and add them in just for aesthetics, but I also want to be able to use them. And you need these faces to pull lines out of. Oh, there's another lag spike. So, okay, what I want to do now is I want to create the bridge. I guess I'll do that over here. I had set up over here. We grab these. Where's that stuff at? Give me this. Give me this. I'm going to kill that wolf. I think he's going to be a problem, so I'm just going to get rid of him. Yeah, get out of here. Whatever. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. These here. Bam. Forms up. Now, there's no power to this yet. Do that, but we do have power up there. So once I run the line down, it'll connect to this. And what we need to do, because we want this connect over to the base, we need to make sure we have not just one, but two lines capable of carrying all of the channels that we have over there. Because remember, we have two of these smart cables, these dense smart cables. Oh, not those. So what I need to do is I need to make a whole bunch of these to run this down, because you really do need all those channels, and I'll run those along here. God, that's going to be a lot. So, alright, I guess I'm going to be grinding those out. Alright, so I have this all run, and as you can see from up there and down here, we are connected. We've got 29 of the 32 channels, and that's why we needed these, because as we add more stuff over there, we're going to be using some of these channels as well. I had a little bit of trouble kickstarting this connection, and it wasn't from this side of things. You'll notice that these are lit up. These little dots right here and here on each one of these, those are lit up. And this wasn't the problem, because it gets its power from the controller. And the controller is basically, it's got a little bit of capacity to it, like energy capacity. Like it's kind of a capacitor. But on the other side, however, there was a different story. Let me go over here. So I'll run over here and I'll show you what I had to do. So you might have the same problem that I was having. Okay, so I had to tear this up a little bit to try to figure out what was going on. And I would use this network tool to see. You get a chance to see what's going on. Now you can see how much energy this uses per tick. Whoa, what was that? Wait, what was that? Okay, what's going on? I didn't think this would fluctuate. Okay, whatever. The thing is, now you might think much like me that this advanced power cell would be enough. Like it's a capacitor on its own. But no. You've got to add some energy cells to the network to kind of kickstart this, because I guess this takes a lot of energy to kickstart the connection initially, and then it'll get its energy from the controller on the other end. But you need this here to kickstart the whole thing, and I couldn't get that to work even though everything is connected correctly. I couldn't get that to work, so I will clean this up later. I'm going to bury this because I don't really need to get to that power cell. We're not using a lot of power through it, and that's because this is getting its energy from the other side. So I'll clean this up later. But what I want to do now that we got this all set up, one last thing I do want to do. I want to run over here, and I'm just going to throw in the crafting grid and that stuff real quick in a temporary spot so that we can see all of our inventory over here at the volcano. Do this. Yeah, this definitely is not staying here. I don't know where I'm going to put this stuff. You know, probably upstairs somewhere. But I just want to see this real quick. It's our crafting terminal. And there's all of our stuff. And that's what the bridge can do for you. So wherever we want to set these up to connect to this controller. Ooh, what is that all about? I don't like that. Wherever we set these up, we can connect to this controller. This is our main controller. We won't be using a separate controller from this or a separate network. So, okay, now that we've got that, I'm going to put this junk away, and then we're going to run over to the AbyssalCraft, that new dimension that we found. Alright, so I am about to make this portal. I'm going to make it right next to this one. It may be pretty stupid, I don't know. Nothing's crawled out of that one, so I'm going to assume the same thing here. We just right-click on the ground, and there it is. No idea what to expect. I did read the wiki previously, but I don't remember anything. I don't think we have to worry. I mean, we're pretty powerful. Oh, where are we? Oh, this is not what I expected. Oh, okay, we do have an opening to the outside world. Oh, you know what I should do? Definitely want to do that. Yes. Alright, what kind of horrible mess is this? Oh, is it a giant forest? Or did we get lucky? How powerful is this guy, this dreadling? Oh, did he poison me? Oh, dread plague. Oh, you jerk. Don't plague me. Shoot you in the top of your head, butthole. So I imagine we probably need to do the same thing here as we did in the previous one. Ooh, is that the same kind of guy? Yeah, he looks the same. Oh, what is this guy? This guy's different. Dread spawn. They don't look as powerful. Get that guy. Get rid of this guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky right now. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I ran out of arrows. I thought it was lag. Okay, so all right. Let's kind of fly around and check this out a little bit and see what kind of cool stuff there might be. What is this? Is this a different like biome? Oh, Abyssalite stone. So what is that? That's dreadstone. Okay. We'll probably need that to craft some things. Oh, what are these guys? Dreadguard. Okay, I don't think I want to fight them. Ow! Oh, they shoot things at you. Oh, you jerks. They plagued me, didn't they? They did. Buttholes, don't plague me. Are there any buildings here? Well, technically, if you want to call a Shoggoth lair a building. Ugh, they're disgusting. Hey, the models are different. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. They look gross. A demon cow? Really? Dreaded Abyssalite golem. What kind of horrible, disgusting milkshake could you get from them? Oh, they sound gross. Demon pigs? Oh, is this more like the overworld with like demon versions of everything? Does that mean there's demon villages? I'm gonna keep looking around. Maybe we'll find something cool. Of Shoggoth. How tough is this guy? Of course he's gonna plague us. Get out of here. Of course he's gonna plague us. Get out of here. Everything plagues you here. Would you stop it? Oh man, he plagued us for a long time. What a jerk. Okay, guys, I have flown around for about 15 or 20 minutes, and as you can see, I've covered a decent bit of area. The only structures that I found were Shoggoth lairs, so that's not really much of a structure, honestly. There may not be any here, or I might have missed them. I mean, that's very, very possible. So I think what we're supposed to do here is just come here, fight some of these creatures, advance our Necronomicon, fight the boss here, and go on to the next dimension. So there's really not much to see here. So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. And in the next episode, honestly, I don't really know. I don't want to keep messing with the ME stuff. I'll set all that other stuff up off camera, so you won't have to watch that. And in the next episode, I think maybe go back into space and advance our progression in space, and maybe advance our progression here as well. I'm not really sure. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.